Welcome back, trainers, and if you haven't heard by now, Eevee is going to be the next Community Day Pokemon. You can guarantee it's going to be shiny, and this is quite a different one because there is such a variety of different Pokemon that it can evolve into to become different shinies. Now, we have a comment from a viewer here. I reckon they'll release Leafeon with an exclusive move one day, then Glaceon with an exclusive move the next day. Alright, that is an absolute great statement because I have a feeling you are absolutely correct. So it's just a theory, but hey. And we also have Sylveon. You're like, if you're new to Pokemon and you've never seen that one up at the top with the bows, that is a fairy type, but it's not coming for farther generations down the line. That's why I haven't really gone too deep into that. So let's go ahead and talk about all this, alright? Okay, so we have Saturday, August 11th and Sunday, August 12th. Those will be the 2 days which we will have a 3-hour period. The time window for those community days I would assume would be the same as every other for your location. All right, and let's go ahead and go into their information here. As far as the exclusive move, I was thinking I had to do with something with Eevee, but like we were discussing, possibly is going to go into Glaceon or Leafeon, so they might get an exclusive move. I'm not too worried about that move. What I'm more focused on is if that is going to be the actual case. And then I'm going to discuss how you can evolve an Eevee into every single Pokemon. Now, if you've done the Jolteon, Flareon, or Vaporeon name trick already for all three of them, you cannot do them anymore. You know what would be nice, though, is if Niantic made it so we can do it for the community day, so we can get that Pokemon we want for that shiny instead of evolving, you know, say we get 10 shinies, and you want a shiny for each one. But what if you end up with like 4 Flareons, 6 Jolteons? You know, that would be the worst. Now, you are guaranteed an Espeon and an Umbreon if you do it correctly. Now, let's go ahead and jump into all that. I'll discuss it. Let's go. Okay, so we're going to go over the name tricks for all of the Eevees currently released in Pokemon Go. Now, if you've done this before, you cannot do it again. Let that be a warning. And I also want to tell you that the star in front of each of their names needs to not be there. The only reason why that star is in front of their names is because I wanted them all to just show up without anything else, just the 5 of them here. So let's go ahead and go over this. There is a bit of a trick for Espeon and Umbreon, which we will go over because you can still pick which one you want, okay? But for Vaporeon, Flareon, and Jolteon, you cannot pick anymore unless Niantic actually lets us pick during this time period. But then again, we might see Glaceon and Leafeon as some sort of special community day move, but we'll get into that in a minute. So let's go over this. Rainer for Vaporeon, if you've never done it before, minus the star. Does not need to be capitalized, just needs to be spelled correctly with no other characters. So you're going to go in here, you're going to have the name Rainer, and it's just going to be like that. Not Rainer with the space, okay? Make sure it's Rainer, and then nothing else behind it. Now I'm going to put the star back because I wanted them all to be on the screen. I just need to keep bringing that up because I don't want people to put the star on there. No matter how much I say it, they'll still probably do it. Sparky for Jolteon, okay? As simple as that. Once you have that, evolve it, you will get it. Now, I highly recommend, if you've not done this yet, that you do not do it. You wait until you get your shinies, and then you'll do it. I'm just trying to give you a heads up, give you some knowledge for the people who don't know, or just to refresh your memory. Now, if I have to refresh your memory on this, you probably already done it. Okay, let's move on. Pyro for Flareon, minus the star. That's it. Doesn't need to be capitalized. No spaces behind it. Just Pyro. All right? And remember, once you've done these for the 3 main ones, you cannot do them again. All right, on to Espeon. Sakura with minus the star. You will be able to get Espeon immediately, right away. All right? And then Umbreon. Tamao, you will be able to get Umbreon immediately, minus the star. Now, for Espeon and Umbreon, let's go over how you can get them if you've already used the name. Now, you're going to have to walk 10 kilometers as your buddy. Let's go ahead and, just as a visual here, I've been walking my Eevee. It's crazy that we got this. I was walking that. So walk it for 10 kilometers. Once you've walked it for 10 kilometers, I say wait just a minute before once you hit 10 kilometers, I would wait just a minute. And just to be safe, restart your app. Don't take it off as your buddy. Keep it. Otherwise, it might not work. Okay, so once you've walked 10 kilometers with Eevee, let me go ahead and put the star back in here so we can, then you either evolve it during the daytime for Espeon or the nighttime for Umbreon. Now, if you're wondering, well, what's going to be day and what's going to be night in Pokemon Go? If it's daylight during the day, it doesn't matter if it's cloudy. If it's daylight, then go ahead and evolve it. If you want Espeon, if you want Umbreon, wait until it becomes nighttime within Pokemon Go, and then you should be good to go. And if you're wondering, well, I don't know what's night in the Pokemon Go, like, oh my gosh, okay, well, then when the music changes from the daytime music to the nighttime music, that should be your indication to tell you it's good to go. All right, so there you go for the name tricks. Hope that helped you out there. One more time, here you go. And remember, hopefully Niantic will let us do this again, and if you've already done it, you cannot do it again. Now let's go into Glaceon and Leafeon. Okay, now the fact that we're going to be having Community Day on both Saturday and Sunday, both with a 3-hour time period like the normal Community Days are, is a big indication that we just might see Leafeon and Glaceon enter in Pokemon Go, learning that exclusive move just like the commenter said in the beginning. So this is actually pretty hype. 2 days, we haven't seen that before. I can see, even if it wasn't the Leafeon and Glaceon deal, 2 days for the Eevee, it's kind of like their anniversary time. It's Eevee. There's quite a bit of evolutions for it. So could you imagine if you weren't able to get any of them? That would be kind of depressing. So making it 2 days, extending the time, giving people a chance is quite nice. Although I don't really necessarily think that that's what they're doing it for. I think it's more because of the possible Glaceon and Leafeon. Now you might wondering like, okay, well, how will it work? Well, like the comment said in the beginning, 1 day for Leafeon and 1 day for Glaceon when you evolve an Eevee. You're like, well, what if I don't want to just evolve a bunch of those? I don't know. It's just a guess, right? It's just a guess. Maybe they'll learn their exclusive move for that day, and you can evolve, say, like 4 of them. Niantic will allow you to do that. Maybe you can do an unlimited name trick that they'll release. We'll just have to wait and see, because there's so much to go over. So many. I bet your mind's just exploding with excitement because of all these shiny Eevee possibilities, right? Now, the best advice I can give you to prepare for this is maybe walk an Eevee, but also if you have not done the name tricks, don't do them. And that's it. Other than that, there's really no other way to prepare other than walking your Eevees and just waiting and simply catching as many as you possibly can on the community day itself. Now, if you're wondering, well, how can I get each Eevee and each shiny? If I've already done all the name tricks, it's going to be a matter of luck. Like I said, you can go for Espeon, you can go for Umbreon, and they might have, we don't know if Leafeon or Glaceon are going to come in. So we'll exclude them for now. And then you're thinking, well, what if I have a 98% shiny Eevee and I want Vaporeon? I've already done the name trick. Well, there's no real way that we can get it, unless they actually let us do the name again. Okay, so I think we should go over Glaceon and Leafeon stats at GoHub really quick. And possibly Sylveon. Sylveon is nothing you can get at the moment. That's going to be way down the road. But let's just go ahead and look at it. That is going to be the Fairy Eevee. Okay, back over on the GoHub, right next to Yamega. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So we have Leafeon, pure grass type. Very cute Pokemon here. This is the one I chose when these new evolutions first came out in the main series games. All right, now these stats can and will be nerfed about 9%, so I've been told, so take note of that. Max CP potential, 2,849 attack, 216 defense, 254, stamina 130, so this thing is highly defensive. It's okay on attack. It should be a fun addition to Pokemon Go. I can't wait. Really, I'm more excited for Glaceon. Or, I'm sorry, Leafeon. But Glaceon is also nice. Now, I was wondering, how are we going to possibly be able to evolve these after, or if there is no sort of after the event, okay? Once Glaceon and Leafeon are introduced into Pokemon Go, how will we do it? Other than some sort of one-time name trick. I'm thinking either you have to evolve Leafeon in the sun and Glaceon in the snow. So you got to take advantage of the Glaceon right now if that is the case for this community day, and you can evolve it on a certain day, one of the 2 days, and get Glaceon. But, you know, this is all speculation. It sounds like it would start messing with all the other Eevee evolutions for the community day, so who knows? But it is a total possibility that these will get released. Now, stats will be nerfed, but what we have here is 2866 for max CP potential, attack 238, not bad, defense 212, stamina 130. So these are not bad Pokemon, just fun little things here. We'll do the comparison. Who is better in the grass? Is Leafeon going to become high up in the meta? Not really, no. How about Glaceon? It is okay, but I don't think it's going to be meta relevant. It has a possibility, depending on the moveset, but it's not looking bad. Really, that's a high CP, you know? That's high attack. Leafeon's going to be somewhat of a good defender. Okay, so there you go for the stats here. Now let's see what we have for Sylveon, shall we? All right, now this is a favorite of a lot of people. This is going to be way down the line here. So stats, subject to change. What we're looking at is max CP potential 3094. So not bad at all. Attack 203, defense 237, and stamina 190. So it's a highly defensive Pokemon. Yes, it is. In the main series games, it is a tank. Not only that, but it has fairly good attack as well. So there is that Eevee, a fairy type for the newcomers to Pokemon. And yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll be bringing you guys more information as it keeps coming in. And remember, there's Lugias out there. Yes, Lugia for the, 100th time. But hey, there's also new players who keep coming in who need that anyways. So with that said, trainers, I'll be catching you all next time. Take care.